The next morning, Emma woke up earlier than usual. She looked at her father sleeping after a long day of hard work. His face showed signs of exhaustion. His hands were rough. His hair had started turning gray. Tears filled her eyes. She quietly whispered, "I promise, Dad. I won't let your sacrifices go to waste." From that day forward, Emma changed. She stopped wasting time. She studied harder than ever before. While others were partying, she was reading books. While others complained, she kept working. Months passed. Then years. Slowly, Emma became one of the best students in college. Her professors admired her dedication. Even her friends were surprised by the change. Sophia once asked, "Emma, what changed you?" Emma smiled and replied. Years later, Emma often remembered that unforgettable day. Not the movie she never watched, but the lesson that changed her life forever. Whenever people praised her success, she would smile and say, "My father is the reason I stand here today." Because behind every degree, every achievement, and every dream she accomplished, there were a father's tired hands, silent prayers, and endless sacrifices. And every time she looked at him, she remembered one truth. A few years later, Emma had built a successful career. She had everything she once dreamed of. A good job, a beautiful home, and the respect of everyone around her. But no matter how successful she became, she never forgot where she came from. Every morning before leaving for work, she would sit beside her father and share breakfast with him. David had grown older. His hair had turned white. His hands had become weaker. But whenever he looked at his daughter, his eyes still shined with pride. One evening, Emma came home carrying a small box. David smiled and asked, "Sweetheart, what's inside?" Emma sat beside him and gently held his hand. "Dad, all my life, you've been giving me gifts. Today, I want to give something back." David opened the box slowly. Inside were the keys to a new house. His eyes filled with tears. "Emma, this is too much." Emma smiled. "No, Dad. This is still too little compared to everything you've done for me. You spent your entire life building my future. Now, let me take care of yours." David couldn't stop crying. He remembered the days when he had nothing. The days he skipped meals. The nights he stayed awake worrying about money. The moments when he doubted himself. But looking at his daughter now, he realized that every sacrifice had been worth it. Days later, Emma took her father back to the same road where everything had changed years ago. The same road where he had cleaned cars. The same road where he had polished shoes. David smiled as memories rushed back. Emma held his hand tightly. "Dad, do you remember this place?" David nodded. "Of course I do." Emma smiled through tears. "This was the place where I learned the greatest lesson of my life. It wasn't a movie that changed me. It was your love." David looked at his daughter and smiled proudly. And at that moment, both father and daughter realized something beautiful. Success is not measured by money. Success is measured by the lives we touch, the sacrifices we make, and the love we leave behind. Because in the end, the greatest blessing in life is not fame. It's having someone who sacrificed everything just to see you smile. And for Emma, that person would always be her father. The next morning, Emma woke up earlier than usual. She looked at her father sleeping after a long day of hard work. His face showed signs of exhaustion. His hands were rough. His hair had started turning gray. Tears filled her eyes. She quietly whispered, "I promise, Dad. I won't let your sacrifices go to waste."